We soul burn S1. It's almost dead. It's almost dead. Oh. What is up, YouTube? Today we are back with another Guild War banger, and first and foremost, thank you very much for allowing me and helping me and just getting me to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. It's a monumental moment for me in my content creator life, I guess, lifespan. But anyway, thank you very much, guys, and we're gonna jump straight into the video. Lots of Guild War to be shown here, and I do stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/vikchun, just like my name in YouTube. If you guys want to, maybe stop by, I will be streaming when this video goes live. And without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Well, I I accidentally hit my keyboard, and I guess I hit the start button. So there's really no explanation for this. Alright, so here's the speed. Alright, so we're just gonna hit the Celine here. We didn't get a rocket punch proccing. My keyboard by accident I started.
I must be brave. May the holy light save us all.
Alright, so we stabilize here. Probably just hit S1 on the Bellion here. And everything is going into Yulha, which is fine. We crit on the Celine, which is kind of annoying. But it's almost dead, and this should kill. Yeah, so she's dead. And Ellercrow looks like it's a fast Ellercrow, so we know it's not lifesteal. So we're just gonna S1 here. So basically this team is just slowly work down the entire team, because you can see that this Bellion is on injury. And it's not gonna do enough damage for it to actually do anything to us. So we're just gonna work down the Bellion, because we leave the Ellercrow for last, because obviously if it's injury Bellion, you know it's gonna be Elverus, right? And if it's not, that person is completely griefing. Blinds. The one really good thing about F Maya is that any debuffs that come in, like, you just insta-cleanse it, right? Which just feels really good. And the permanent defense buff up is also very good too. Very pleasant, I would say. I don't know how practical Yulha actually was in this team, but I mean, maybe after this turn she'll have a bit of value here, since Ellercrow's, she soaks up all the Ellercrow damage. Hopefully we don't get provoked, but if we do, that's kind of unfortunate. Okay, yeah, we did get provoked. Okay, so we're just gonna S1 here. Okay, we're gonna heal with Celestine. Hopefully he procs S2 here again. Nice. I want my Yulha to proc S2, that's why I want him to actually to proc. But hopefully... Oh, no rocket punch there. Alright, so now we gotta check... Okay, Ellercrow's 4 turns away, so I'm not stressing. Yulha is missing 8k, so I'm just gonna dump it on the Bellion. I'm pretty sure this kills, since this ignores damage sharing effects on S3. And it's dead. Perfect. Now, I'm going to need a provoke. Okay, no provoke. So I think he has one more turn before S3 is up. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get our barrier and revive buff here, because he might not get provoked by my Yulha or my F Maya, and then he rips an S3 and I could potentially die. And definitely don't want that. Yep, so he's gonna rip S3 here. And it all looks fine. We hit the S1, and then F Maya can press S1. I mean, I could have pressed S3 as well, but whatever. And into round number 2. So Zio goes first. Celine is on Secret Art Storm Sword, and I think I saw Snow Crystal Shoe.
show you
But
the
we
results
actually
of my
resisted, but
research.
here's the speed screenshot, and I'm going to just S1 on the Zeo. The Selene S3 is going to be controlled into the Crow, so I'm not worried about that. And the turn order here is actually very good because the Shoe is going to drop S3, and then I can Alencia S3 into a Crow S3. So this is actually very good turn order for us here. So do we hit through the evasion? Oh, we did. Nice. He countered though.
Shall I have a go?
And well, since we stripped the evasion, I actually think I could just dump an S3 on the Shoe. Because my Alencia S1 is for sure going to kill the Selene, right? So I actually don't need a horse, but if she still had the evasion up, then I probably would have wanted to get rid of her sooner than later, in my opinion. And since the blind's stuck here, I don't really need to focus the Selene. I'm just going to kill off the Shoe right away here. Okay. Perfect. Hopefully we land on the blind. We don't. But we're gonna live. It's fine. We have Aureus, defense buff, Water's Origin still. It's all good. It's not a very high damage Zeo either from what it looks like. Okay, perfect. So now I'm just gonna Soul Burn S1 on the Zeo. I don't think I need the Soul Burn, but, you know, whatever. Because we just basically don't press Selene skills and... Or, sorry, I mean Doris skills, and we just win. S1, this should just kill. Beautiful. Alright, nice and clean. Nice and clean. Over and into the second war... Or, sorry, second battle of today. Alright, so this is not the usual way that I do my attack preparation and explain the thought process, but unfortunately I accidentally hit my keyboard before entering, so it just kind of jumped straight into it. But here we can see that it's a LRK, Selene, and Bellion defense. And basically, you know, if you try to cleave it, it could be Secret Art Storm Sword, it could be Double Holy Sack, it could be a multitude of things, right? So I thought, okay, well, if I do Dark Corvus, what if it's Injury Bellion, Injury Selene, and Injury LRK, and then I just lose, right? Since that's my only damage dealer, and I can't generate Souls to Soul Burn S3. So I was thinking, okay, you probably Rocket Punch, right? Because Rocket Punch, you can kill Selene very easily. If you do Inferno Kawazu and you crit on the Selene, she cleanses the burn, you can't do much. So Rocket Punch seems to be to make the most sense. And basically just have Yuha for the Aureus and Roanna for healing with Celestine. On the bottom team, it was Zeo, Shu, and Selene. So Crow's going to be on Aureus, holding mitigation, Water's Origin on Doris, and Alencia is going to be on Full Metal Alchemist on the Trample EE for damage. And basically, the reason why we go like Water's Origin and not something like Stella Harpa for cleansing or whatever is because there's already Selene, right? We can't heal, right? I mean, you could probably tank it, but let's just not do that in case it's Stealth EE or something like that. So put it on Water's Origin for just increased survivability against the Zeo, and just basically make sure your Alencia goes before the Crow so that you can dump a Crow S3 after she uses S3 and gets defense buff up for him. And that's pretty much it. And I'll show you the stats right now. So here's the F Maya that we were running for our first attack. And then I'm going to show my Yuha right here. Yuha has 30k HP, 1700 defense, nothing too special, just holding Aureus. And then Roanna is going to be on Celestine, nothing too special, immunity, you guys seen it before. For our second fight, we had Crow and Aureus to just soak damage, 155 ER, not really necessary, but I just didn't really move any gear for him. And then we have Alencia on a speed set with immunity, since my RTA build, and I figured it's probably going to be fine, it's really no stress. And then here's my Doris. 2k, 21k, 160 ER, about 200 speed. Good enough. Water's Origin. And yeah, those are the stats. And let's move into our second fight today. Alrighty, so we are here for the second fight. And we are going to be fighting Conqueror Lilius, Aravi, and Aiden. And I figure, you know, what better time than to go for a ML Karen attack. So we're going to be running Pillis on Proof of Valor just to soak all the damage, you know, attack buff, vigor, whatever, blah, blah, blah. This is going to live. And then we're going to have Doris on Water's Origin to hold the aggro for the Aravi. Now, remember, the Karen is going to be stealth, so we're going to just do our thing, hide, and just kill everything. And you might see this as 85 crit, but I believe in my Karen, and she will crit the Aiden. And if not, we will have Pillis' S3 with the specialty change with a guarantee hit on the Aiden, since we have 70% hit chance. And then for the round 2, we're fighting Karina, Alencia, and AOL, and we're going to be running a 340 or 360 ER Destina. And basically, it's just here to be insurance in case AOL does her thing or something weird. We just cleanse and we can't get debuffed on her. We have 155 ER, so we won't get death broken by the Alencia or the Karen. Or, sorry, I mean Karina. And then we have Inferno here to basically proc S2, S3, kill the Karina since Alencia's going to press S3. And then once the Karina's dead, I can dump this Crow S3 into Karina or into Alencia, whoever's available, and then just play 2v3 from there. And assuming all goes to plan, it should be fine. And once again, my my Karen hits. Trust. Alright, let's go. Alright, so it's Champions Trophy, Conquer Lilius, and Moonlight Dreamblade on the Aiden. Now we're gonna get the speed screenshot, and we're gonna press S3 so that we can cleanse the debuffs. Alright, we cleanse, we get the attack buff. What did I tell you? It hits. Alright, boom, done.
Did that help?
So yeah, I mean, I'm very curious to see how is Karen's damage going to be on the Aravi, because he does have vigor, but since we're here, I'm just going to press S3 on the Silius. And now we just S1 the Silius. Pretty decent damage. Press S1. Karen's gonna lap. I'm just gonna S1 because I want to get the Neo Phantom Sword so I can Soul Burn into the Aravi. Alright, everything is fine. We finish off the Conquer Lilius here. And now we press the S3.
That no one has ever reached. We both know
and I'm just gonna S2. Oh, what do you know? It's counter Aravi. What do you know?
Let me show you the results of my research.
Well, she doesn't have S3. So I'm just gonna push my Karen. Just to make sure she doesn't die. Right. We Soul Burn S1. It's almost dead. It's almost dead. Oh, oh. Well, that is well. Alright, well I guess I will see you guys in a bit after this draw is completed.
Let me show you.
Well, guys, the 100% win rate dream is dead. 2 weeks into the season. Fuck me.
Your false pride will become the noose around your neck.
Well, that sucks. That debut was very splendid. I guess we do anything for the views, right? So, oh god.
I got you. Bye-bye.
The content creator brain in me was like, you know what? This is gonna work. Surely this is gonna work, but definitely a little bit brain dead. I'm talking about me. I'm a little bit brain dead. But anyway, we're gonna have our little Kawazu here do its thing and kill the Karina. I think this kills. Yep, there it is. And we are going to push Crow. Now Crow's gonna get defense buff. We're just gonna put it on the push to the AOL back. And he's not landing any defense breaks, but I need to wait for my Inferno to have S3 available again. So we're just gonna wait a few turns. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Looks like our Crow's hanging in there. But by how much? I couldn't tell you.
Luminescence. Glory.
Now we press S3. Okay. Now S1, do we provoke? We do not. Well guys, I know you guys subscribe for all the amazing Guild War content that we put out, but clearly the it's Monday. It's Monday. You know, it happens. It happens to the best. It happens to the best of us, you know. So we'll just finish this out. We'll clutch it out. It's all good. I know it's looking real grim, but we're totally fine. All right. I mean, it's not really looking grim. I just feel grim. And yeah, we're just gonna press S3 afterwards on Inferno, and we should be bing chilling.
Only a strong individual can rule Meltry.
We should have enough souls soon as well to soul burn. Uberius. Nice. Almost dead. Do we lose Crow? Ain't no way I lose Crow too. No! Alright, well, I guess on to the third fight of today. Alright, so for our third battle of today, and we're going to be fighting Conquer Lilius, Shu, and Kayron. So I'm going to be running my Pillis here on Adamant Shield just to soak in as much damage as possible. And I'm going to be running Roanna here on Celestine. And we're going to be running Lionheart Sermia on Draco Plate, just since they all do crit damage. And come to think of it, I think we should actually do Aureus, just so that we have that extra layer of survivability for the Lionheart. And for the bottom, I'm going to be running a protection set Terranor Royal Guard on Aureus, because we want to give mitigation for the Doris. And I have immunity on my Doris as well, just so that we do not get reset by the Lua on turn number 1, so we can get defense buff up for the whole team. Ed's on injury and on pen set, so I'm also on symbol to hit the Lua more consistently, and we should be able to just rip through everything here. And assuming everything goes to plan, we should come out very clean. And let's go. Alright, so double edge, just Crescent, and it's Snow Crystal Shoe. And what artifact is she on? She's on Nostalgic Music Box. So we're gonna get the speed screenshot here. And since we're gonna be taking a lot of front-loaded damage, I'm just gonna put the barrier up just so that we can get that going ASAP.
Free you from despair.
And I'm just gonna hit the Kayron since he doesn't have any barriers. Alright. Kayron's gonna drop S3 on the Roanna here. This shoe's already popping off.
A roaming heart forever wandering.
When our Lionheart presses S3, we want to hopefully land a counter from them, which we probably should, since this Kayron's probably gonna... Oh, well, there's a counter. Does he proc S2? He does not. Alright, the shoe is doing a lot of damage right now, but let's try to get some aggro switch over to Lionheart so we can get some healing off here. We crit on Shu, which is nice. He does an S2 though. So I'm actually just gonna hit S1 to proc his immortality and hit S1 on the Shu to proc a counter potentially. We didn't. And this heals us. Perfect. He probably S2s here. Yep. We still have revive up, so I'm not too stressed at the moment. Now we rip S3. He has no anti-crit up, so maybe Snow Crystal doesn't work. It is online, okay.
Come on, I'll take
I'm just
you
gonna burn in
on
the
now.
shoe anyway. That does proc counter. And I'm gonna use S3 on Pillis here.
Here for you.
Because this is for sure going to kill the shoe.
Promise I made.
And get us barrier and everything else.
Can you even reach me?
We're just gonna actually hit the Kayron because he might counter. Nice, there we go.
Torment excites me.
Good counter for good measure, just to get an extra healing there.
Delightful agony.
Alright, perfect. So now the Kayron basically can't play, and it's over.
No matter how small its
I think. Bada bing, bada boom,
Are you sure you
bop.
can handle this?
Alright, there we go. And let's see our third fight here. Or our last fight. So Guiding Light Lua
Out of my sight.
strips the barrier. Yep, we throw it back. We hit the Lua. Ooh, big. Nice. Attack down on both of the DPS are very big here.
Suffer an eternity of pain.
Now we don't get reset on the Doris, which is very perfect. We're gonna go for the Mort here. Aravi's like 26k HP roughly.
Hailed on the tallest
And now we get defense buff up for the whole team.
Does it?
I will show you grace.
And since Mort's gonna hit my Terranor Guard, it should reflect some of the damage back. And he does heal it all up. Ooh, nice death break. And we still hit. Oh, the symbol doing work right now.
Take them out.
Alright, I'm gonna just hit the Mort, because if he counters, this is good for us. That's 700. He does get crit resist, which is not ideal, but I'm just gonna S1 him right here, because I want to save my S3 for when I have souls. That provoke on the Aravi onto my Ed is kind of not ideal, but I think it's fine. I'm gonna S1 as land a blind.
Nuisances should be dealt
Does he hit? Oh, nice. Okay, more debuffs. Beautiful. Alright, he has to S1 again. Hopefully he misses. Nice. We still don't have enough souls, but this S1 should kill the Mort here.
I'll be there.
And it is Unholy Sack, which is what we were kind of expecting. Now we are Death Broken, which means he's gonna do quite a bit of damage to himself here. Oh man, we landed a blind. That's not ideal. Alright, well, we might as well just S3 on the APOC for damage. Well, didn't really do much. No Death Break. This goes on Doris. Now I can Soulburn S3 into... let's Soulburn S3 into the Ed here, because the Lua hitting my Ed might just kill the Mort, so there's no point wasting an S3 for no reason. And I can get the injury stacking on the APOC sooner than later.
Since there's no getting away from it, make peace and accept your fate.
And the S3 sticks. Okay. She dies. Oh, not dead yet. Very close, very close. We just S1 on the Mort to finish it off.
Disappear through the cracks of time.
Debuffs to be thrown back here. Do we hit? Ooh, okay, okay. Yeah, we hit Lua like every time. This is pretty nice running the symbol. And we should have S3 up on Ed's turn very soon. So we just get our defense buff back up. And TRG is gonna go for the Lua here. And we just S1 on the APOC. And this fight is pretty much over. Like, injury Ed is just gonna be like way too much for them to handle, right? So I'm just gonna push the Ed down.
I will protect everyone.
We don't cut, but... Oh man, he actually reset me, eh?
And not a single person will
Oh, that's
ever
annoying.
remember your name.
And he reset me. Alright, well, another one. Wait, one more turn then, I guess. Counter APOC.
Nuisances should be dealt with.
Alright, throw some debuffs back, some useful ones. Okay, we finally missed Lua once. Okay.
I fight for Terranor.
Man, Terranor Rogard S1 is so useless,
I can
isn't it?
help others.
The blind is still on. We Soulburn S3 to kill the Aravi. And it should be dead. Yep, there it is. Death break. Aw, hit. Nice, perfect. Alright, nice. Well, even though we drew in the second battle, it's still considered a win. But yeah, that's the last Guild War battle for today. Alrighty, so that's gonna do it for today's Guild War video. I know it's a little bit messier than usual. I apologize about that. Just like the misclick of hitting my keyboard when I was trying to alt-tab, starting the match, and then drawing in that fight. But hey, it's still considered a win because the tower is 110 HP, so 100% win rate is still intact. And yeah, no, overall, I think the Guild War season, there's been a lot of surprises. Benimaru definitely has been shifting the meta a little bit on offense, but the defense is a little bit stale at the moment. But hopefully we'll see some changes very soon. And as always, if you guys did enjoy this video, or maybe learn something, or maybe you can teach me something, please drop a like and comment in the video in the comments below so I can take a read, or maybe we can have a discussion. And join the Discord as well in the description if you'd like. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. By the way, we'll be live on Switch, so come over there and say hi. Bye!